All right, so the first video is going to be about self belief. And I'm laughing a little bit because I filmed this video like, this is the third time I'm filming this video because I did it. It's a long story. I did it like the first time I filmed it, was too long for an IG reel. Second time I did it, I thought I was doing it for YouTube, so I made it really long, but it was in fucking portrait mode. So now it's in horizontal mode, it's in a proper mode, it's good. So self belief, this is a really, really important topic for me because something that I didn't have much of before, right? And I think it's one of the things that really helped me grow to the next level. And it's probably the most important mindset aspect of mindset that you need to succeed in whatever you want to do. And yeah, I've got many stories of this, but the people who I know who are much younger than me, I'm 30 right now, but there's people who are much, much younger than me who are much more successful than me in some ways because they just have that irrational self belief. They believe that they can go to this level, and they've believed that for years. And because of that, they've achieved, amazing things. And I've had phases where I didn't believe in myself, and I didn't think that I could be where I am now, even. But obviously, I changed that, and that helped a lot. But one thing, one example of poor self belief and almost not necessarily self belief, but also self fulfilling prophecies is this, right? The idea of racism. Okay. This is an interesting one. And it might be a controversial one, but I would argue that for the majority of people, racism is in your head. What do I mean by that? So, what I'm saying is that if you truly believe that you are at a disadvantage because of your race, because of your gender, it could be even sexism, because of anything, your height, then that's going to be true. And I can think of so many examples off the top of my head where I've seen people succumb to this, right? Because I grew up in Australia, right? Very, very multicultural society, Sydney. And I'm Sri Lankan background, Sri Lankan Tamil. And yeah, we grew up with all sorts of people. So we used to go to this club. I used to go out every weekend, and we used to go to this club, right, in Sydney. And you guys probably already know what it is if you grew up with me in Sydney, because we used to go to the same club every weekend. And after a while, this club started getting a bit of reputation because some people were saying that this club wasn't allowing brown people in, right? Which is crazy. So I was thinking that can't be true though, because I get let in every weekend. I'm fucking brown, right? So I was like, okay, what's like how is this even happening? I want to see it for myself. So I was talking to my friend, and she was saying, "Oh yeah, look, no, you won't get let in this weekend because you're brown. They don't let any brown people in." I'm like, hold on, I was there like a couple weeks ago and it was fine. And yeah, so it came to the weekend and we went out together. She brought her friends as well, and straight away I had a bad feeling when I saw her with her friends because they just didn't look fresh. They didn't look fly. She brought two guys along, and yeah, they were brown, but they just didn't look like presentable. They weren't, in nice clothes. Their shoes as well were a bit casual. That's a big thing. You gotta be in nice shoes for when you go to clubbing out in Sydney. And they were drunk. They were wasted. So we're in the line waiting for ages. You know how it is. And then we get to the front. The doorman's there, and they asked the old question. So how many of you had tonight? To one of the guys, not to me. And the guy's like says something like 3 or 4, but he's obviously slurring his words, right? It's obvious. And then the doorman says, sorry, mate, you've had a bit too much to drink, and those shoes, they're no good. You can't be in those shoes in this club. So then they didn't get let in. And then the girl was like, I told you so. They're racist. They don't allow brown people in. I'm like, no, it's in your head. Like, you're blaming shit on race when, you're just not, you're not doing the bare minimum. And you're just blaming it on race. Like, it's ridiculous. So that's how, like, self-belief, right? If you believe the world's out to get you, if you believe that you're not gonna be in where you want to be, then it's not gonna happen. Same thing with pain. Like, well, I've treated like hundreds, thousands of patients even by now. And the ones that are optimistic about getting better, ones that are almost certain they're going to get better, they get better faster. Ones that are like, oh, I think I'm going to just have to live with it. I don't see this pain ever going away. No. Their head's not right. Like, they just almost accept that they're going to be like this forever. And that completely changes their recovery. It's night and day difference. You see the optimistic person versus, the pessimistic person. It's like even their recovery, like it affects like your mind state. It affects your physical being. Like it's significantly, even your recovery. So it's really interesting, actually, the power of self-belief. And I find it's best to have like an irrational self-belief, like a feeling that like it's unrealistic, but you just believe that you're destined for greatness. Like that sounds crazy. It sounds like some movie shit, but I think it's truly works because if you believe that you are meant to have a certain thing, if you believe you're meant to be rich, if that's what you want, if you believe you're meant to have a six pack, if that's what you want, and you believe that you deserve that, and you believe that you will achieve that. It's not like a might if I work hard. You believe that you will have it. It's almost like you have it already. It's just that time has to catch up. That irrational self-belief can take you fucking far, right? In any aspect of your life. So just remember that one. Thanks.